G'day everybody, welcome back to Fiat episode 2. It's very cold today, like shockingly cold for where we live, but it's still good tractor working weather. Yesterday we made the first video, today's the next day, but we did some stuff overnight and things are looking good, so let's go for a quick look. So we took the rocker cover off and it looked disgusting. Since then we've thrown a bit of degreaser on there. The sump is still open, so everything's draining, and I'll put some oil back on the top. It's probably going to take a little bit of cleaning and flushing, and I'm not going to solve the condition of this top end today. So we got that off, everything looks all right. Everything's going up and down. So I've also managed to get 1.5 turns on the motor completely, so 1.5 complete revolutions. Don't ever try and take the starter motor off a Fiat 450 Special. Wow, never going to try and do that. The fuel filter is currently draining. Very old fuel in the tank. I have some fresh fuel to put in. The radiator's still holding water. You would have seen on the video yesterday that we drained it out. It had coolant in it, which was good. It's only got water in it, back in it for now. We'll put a few heat cycles in and then replace it. Obviously you saw me get the toolbox off. That was just a stupidly hard job. So the other big part is we put some ATF mixed with transmission fluid down the intake yesterday, because, well, the intake was disgusting. It was full of oil and water and grossness. It's still draining, it's still cleaning. I've got to take this circlip off and pull the filter and give it another flush. Proper disgusting. And it was because the pipe was split. So the pipe had a long-term split, which is a bit of a worry. A long-term split at the top here, and that's how the water was getting in. I'm hoping not too much dust. Doesn't look too bad, so we'll start it, hopefully get it started today without the air filter, but we'll put that back on before we get serious. So today's mission is to keep the motor turning over, put some fresh fuel in it, and then once I've done about 10 revolutions, we might put some voltages on and see how we go. So turning the motor over is not fun. You can see that there's the flywheel, crankcase, toothy thing. I can't think of the words right now. And here's a pry bar, and basically all we're doing is putting the pry bar in under one tooth and just giving it a bit of a spin. It does get very tight, but it does actually turn, and we're keeping an eye on it by, we've got a mark on the pulley on the front, and we're just going around and around and around. So we've got to work the ATF out of the cylinders and out the bottom of the engine. So yeah, I'm going to do that for the next hour or so. See you then. Righto everybody, if you haven't worked it out yet from the noises, this tractor is rooted. Definitely something not right, and since we made the video and it ran and it made all that awful noise, now you can turn the starter motor on and the flywheel will spin, but nothing inside spins. So we've snapped the crank, or we've snapped an input shaft or something. But let me show you what else came out of the bottom. So that's the sump inspection plate, and it looks pretty revolting, but what was more revolting was these pieces that came out. They're cast, they're round, and I think it's from liner number 1 or from cylinder number 1, and something at that end's gone bang, which is broken at that end. So right now special stands for specially rooted, and I'm going to go and see if I can find a motor for it somewhere. Right everybody, so that's Fiat 450 special, episode 2, tractor is dead. It did run. We saw it run, it was great, but now it's broken. So don't know, we'll see what happens next. Like and subscribe, we'll see you next time.